Hello students, we are going to continue with the chapter named complex number, which we started in the last video. We studied about complex number form, and that was a plus ib. We studied about this, and after that we studied about integral powers of I. We studied about this. Okay, today we are going to continue with the topic. We'll continue with the topic conjugate, modulus and amplitude of a complex number. Okay, we are going to continue with this topic. Okay, we are starting with conjugate. How to calculate conjugate of a complex number? Since we know complex number is represented in the form a plus ib, we know that. We'll take this as z. Okay, z is equal to a plus ib. Z is equal to a plus ib. We'll take this. In order to solve conjugate solve करने के लिए हम लोग को इसका ऊपर बार लगाना पड़ता है ऐसे. This is called conjugate. In order to solve conjugate, we have to apply bar on this z. Hence, conjugate over here will mean to you as this particular sign. This sign will change. A plus ib will become a minus ib. A plus ib will become a minus ib. See, sign is changing. This positive sign is becoming negative of this imaginary part. You have to note this. The sign of imaginary part is only changing, not of the real part. You have to keep note of it. Okay. If I give you an example that z is equal to minus 2 plus 3i, then conjugate will be minus 2 minus 3i. Only the imaginary part sign is going to change. This particular concept in complex number is called as conjugate. It is called as conjugate. Okay. If I give you an example, another example, z is equal to 2i. Z is equal to 2i. Then what is the conjugate of 2i? What is the conjugate of 2i? Since I have already been told you that if there is no real part, we have to take the real part as 0. 0 plus 2i. It is 0 plus 2i, and hence its conjugate will be 0 minus 2i, or we can write only minus 2i. Okay, if I'll tell you the conjugate of 2i, it will give you the answer as minus 2i. Conjugate of 2i is minus 2i. Okay, then this is the conjugate of a complex number, which is very easy to understand since only the imaginary part sign is going to change. But if I give you another example, z is equal to 2, z is equal to 2, then what is the conjugate of this part? Conjugate of this part will be 2 itself. Why, sir? Since there is no imaginary part in this question, hence there is no question of changing the sign. When you have the imaginary part in your question, then only you will change the sign. If there is no imaginary part in your question, how will you change the sign of imaginary part? Hence, whatever real part is mentioned over there, that will be your conjugate. Understood? This was conjugate. If we proceed with modulus, okay, let's see modulus. See, if the complex number is z is equal to a plus ib, how we will solve modulus? How we are going to solve modulus? Okay, modulus, for modulus we have to provide this sign. Okay, this sign is called mod. This is called mod. Okay, in order to solve modulus we have to provide mod z. Okay, and now we have to write a plus ib in mod. How to solve mod or modulus? How to solve? The formula of solving modulus is root over the real numbers the real numbers, only we have to take the real numbers. Root over the sum of the square of the real numbers. Root over the sum of the squares of the real numbers. This whole is the real part. This whole is the imaginary part. But when we will talk about numbers, A and B are real numbers. A and B are real numbers. Okay? Real numbers. So, the square of the sum of the real number, and we will provide root over that. This particular calculation will give you modulus of the complex number Z is equal to A plus IB. This is the formula. If we take the example, Z is equal to 2 plus 3i. We take the example Z is equal to 2 plus 3i. Then the modulus of this particular part will be root over 2 ka square. Why 2 ka square? Because 2 represents A, real part. So 2 ka square plus, and what is B over here? B over here is 3 ka square. Then what we are going to get? 2 square is 4 and 3 square is 9. Hence we are going to get root 13. Root 13 will be regarded as modulus of your complex number Z is equal to 2 plus 3i. If we take another example, Z is equal to 5 minus 3i. 5 minus 3i. Then what is the modulus of this complex number? Modulus of this complex number will be root 5 square plus, okay, A square plus B square. What is B over here? B over here is minus 3. Please don't take 3, it will be minus 3. Okay, minus 3 whole square. Since it has no effect whether you take plus 3 or minus 3, but then also you have to write minus 3 because B value is minus 3. So what is the answer over here? 5 square is 25 and 3 square is 9. And the answer is 34 root. 34 root is the answer. In this way you can calculate modulus of a complex number. If you require any sums calculation, whether it may be from conjugate or it may be from modulus, please let me know in the comments. I'll get you the solution of that. Okay. Now we are going to continue with amplitude of a complex number. Very important. The most important part in this chapter is modulus as well as amplitude. Every time they give question in exam from this part. Okay. So we are going to continue with amplitude. Let's see amplitude. How we shall calculate amplitude. See, when we talk about amplitude, amplitude and argument is the same. Whether you get question to find argument or amplitude, the answer or calculation or process will be same. Amplitude, argument are same. Okay. How we are going to calculate argument? If complex number is Z is equal to x plus iy. Sir, x plus iy, sir? You can take any of the real numbers, whether a, b, p, q, any of the real numbers you can take. Here I have taken x and y. So if complex number is equal to Z is equal to x plus iy, then what is the amplitude or argument of this complex number? See, I am going to let you know the calculation of amplitude. How to calculate amplitude? You know there are 4 quadrants. If you draw a graph, you will get 4 quadrants. Okay, 4 quadrants you will get. This is the first quadrant, as you know. This is the second one. This is the third one, and this is the fourth one. Okay, this first quadrant is positive comma positive. What is this, sir? What is positive comma positive? X is also positive over here and y is also positive over here. This is the basic concept. Over here, x is negative and y is positive. Over here, x is negative as well as y is also negative. Over here, x is positive and y is negative over here. This is the basic concept regarding quadrants of a graph. Okay, but we are here to talk about argument. What will be the calculation of argument, or how to calculate argument or amplitude of a complex number? See, in a complex number, amplitude is represented as theta. Amplitude is represented as theta. In first quadrant, theta's value is alpha. Theta's value is alpha. I'll let you know what is the value of alpha or how to calculate alpha. Theta's value is alpha. In fourth quadrant, theta's value will be minus alpha. Please take note of it. Theta's value is alpha in first quadrant. Theta's value is minus alpha in fourth quadrant. And when we talk about second quadrant, theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Please take note of it. Theta is equal to pi minus alpha. And we talk about third quadrant, then we'll get theta is equal to minus pi plus alpha. Minus pi plus alpha. These four values you have to learn. Sir, how to learn, sir? If you learn the two values, that the first quadrant value and the second quadrant value, you are going to remember the fourth quadrant value as well as the third quadrant value. How, sir? Whatever first quadrant value we are getting, we are changing the sign in the fourth quadrant. You see, theta is equal to alpha, and then in the fourth quadrant it is becoming minus alpha. Theta is equal to minus alpha. If you see over here in second quadrant, theta is equal to pi minus alpha. Here pi is positive and alpha is negative. When you come to the third quadrant, you will see that their signs are going to change. Means pi is positive, here pi will be negative. Here alpha is negative, here alpha will be positive. Easy way to learn. Okay, what is the problem over here is alpha. Sir, what is alpha, sir? What is alpha, sir? So alpha calculation is, how to calculate alpha? Alpha is equal to tan inverse mod y by x. Tan inverse mod y by x. Another property of this mod is to make a negative number into positive. Okay, if we'll write y to be minus 2, then after calculating mod, we'll get that minus 2 to become plus 2. That minus 2 will become plus 2. Okay. This is the formula. You are getting the formula. When complex number is equal to z is equal to x plus iy, then alpha is equal to tan inverse y by x. And when we will calculate alpha, we can easily find amplitude or argument, which is theta in complex number. In complex number, amplitude or argument is theta. And theta, we are getting four values of theta. Theta is equal to alpha, theta is equal to pi minus alpha, theta is equal to minus pi plus alpha, and theta is equal to minus alpha. So, what is the confusion at last over here is, sir, which value when we are going to take? When we will take theta is equal to alpha, when we will take theta is equal to pi minus alpha, sir, when? See, when we are telling that z is equal to x plus iv, we mean x is positive and y is also positive. You have to see this two part. Okay, x is positive, y is positive. If these two are positive, you take the first quadrant. Okay, if x is negative means, you take an example, minus 2 plus 3i. This is the question. So here x is negative, this part is negative, and y is positive. X is negative, y is positive. You take the second quadrant. Let's take another example. Minus 2 minus 3i. Here x is also negative, here y is also negative. You take the third quadrant and you take theta is equal to minus pi plus alpha. And when we talk about last example, when we talk about 3 minus 2i, you can see over here x part is positive and y part is negative. You say x is positive and y is minus 2 over here. Minus 2. Positive, negative. You take the fourth quadrant, theta is equal to minus alpha. This is just the concept. Let's see an example how to calculate this amplitude or argument of a complex number. Okay, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a question. Z is equal to 1 plus I. Oh, minus I. You take minus. 1 minus I. Z is equal to 1 minus I. What is the value of X over here? 1. What is the value of Y over here? What is the value of Y? So there is no Y, sir. There is I. There is Y. You see properly? There is 1. Okay. Minus 1. It will be minus 1. Since I is accompanied with minus, hence Y value is minus 1. First of all, we have to find alpha. Alpha is equal to tan inverse Y by X. Alpha value is tan inverse Y by X. What is the value of Y? Minus 1. What is the value of X? 1. What you will get over here? Tan inverse mod minus 1. In mod, if your number is coming negative, after solving mod, it will become tan inverse 1. Positive. It will become positive. And what is the value and which degree of tan will give you 1? Which degree of tan? You will get tan 45. Tan 45 you get 1. In tan 45 you get. Then you can see tan inverse and tan gets eliminated, cancelled. What is the value? 45 degree. 45 degree. But this 45 degree we have to write in pi form. Sir, pi form, what is pi form, sir? Since you know value of pi is 180 degree. Value of pi is 180 degree. Don't take 22 by 7. Till class 10 it was 22 by 7. Okay, from class 11 we take pi as 180 degree. Okay, pi value is 180 degree. 180 divided by 4, 180 divided by 4, you will get 45 degree. Since 180 degree symbolizes pi, so we will write pi by 4. Hence, what is the value of alpha? Alpha's value is pi by 4. Alpha's value is pi by 4. Okay, now we are going to see X is positive and Y is negative. X is positive, Y is negative. X positive, Y negative. Yeah. X is positive, Y is negative. Which means theta is equal to minus alpha. Hence, theta is equal to alpha value is pi by 4. Hence, answer will be minus pi by 4. This is amplitude or argument of a complex number Z is equal to 1 minus I. Understood? We'll take one more example to make your concept more clear. Okay. See another example. Z is equal to 1 plus root 3i. 1 plus root 3i. What is the value of X over here? 1. What is the value of Y over here? Root 3. Value of X is 1. Value of Y is root 3. First of all, we have to find alpha. How to find alpha? Alpha is equal to tan inverse mod Y by X. Tan inverse mod, what is the value of Y? Root 3. What is the value of X? 1. Root 3 by 1 you will get root 3. In what degree of tan you will get root 3? What degree? Tan 60 degree. In tan 60 degree you get root 3. Here tan inverse and tan will get eliminated. Your value will be 60 degree. Since you know we have to write this value in pi. We have to write in pi. And pi represents 180. Pi represents 180. 180 divided by 3 you will get 60 degree. In place of 180 degree you have to write pi and divide by 3. Then what is the value of alpha? Alpha's value is pi by 3. Alpha's value is pi by 3. Okay. Now you see both of X and Y are positive. Both are positive. Okay. Both are positive. Both are positive, which means theta is equal to alpha. Theta is equal to alpha. Theta is equal to alpha. Alpha value is pi by 3. Then what is the amplitude and argument of this complex number Z is equal to 1 plus 3i? It is pi by 3. It is pi by 3. Okay. Now I'll give you one more example. Okay. I'll give you one more example to make your concept more clear. Okay. Z is equal to minus 1 minus I. See. Minus 1 minus I. Here you will see value of X is minus 1, value of Y is minus 1. Okay. First of all, we have to find, what we have to find? alpha. How to find alpha? Alpha is equal to tan inverse mod y by x. This is the formula. Tan inverse mod, what is the value of y? -1. What is the value of x? -1. This will be cancelled. Tan inverse 1 you will get. Tan inverse, what is the value of 1 in tan? Degree of tan? Tan 45 degree, okay. This will be cancelled, 45 degree. Again you will get the same answer, pi by 4. What is the value of alpha? Pi by 4. But you will see over here, x value is also negative, y is also negative. Negative, negative, third quadrant, negative, negative. Theta is equal to minus pi plus alpha. Minus pi plus alpha. Now, minus pi will be copied. And what is the value of alpha? Alpha's value is pi by 4. You take the LCM, minus 4 pi plus pi by 4. You will get minus 3 pi by 4. So, the amplitude or argument of the complex number z is equal to -1 minus I is minus 3 pi by 4. Okay, I hope your concept regarding conjugate, modulus and amplitude of a complex number is cleared. Thank you.